Everyone's focus is on ODI cricket, as it should be, with the World Cup right around the corner. But it is a quietly important series that gets underway to wrap India's tour of the West Indies. There's 10 months to go for the next T20 World Cup, which will be played in West Indies and the USA. And it is here that India's T20 refresh gets its first go. Welcome to ESPN Cricinfo T20 Timeout. Delighted to have Wasim Jaffer back with us to set us up for this the last leg of this India tour. Wasim, it's a series that does assume great significance because it is one where you could outline India's next steps in T20 cricket.
Yeah, definitely, because it's a very young squad, a lot of youngsters in the team. Yashasvi, Tilak Varma, Avesh, even though he's not youngster, Mukesh. So probably they are in the line to probably play in the next World Cup. So how these guys fare, and the notable players Sanju Samson, Ishan Kishan, and this West Indies team I feel will be more competitive. Not saying that they are not competitive in the 50 over, but T20 is their format. So I'm expecting them to be a little tough challenge. So it's going to be exciting to see how these youngsters. I'm really looking forward to see how Tilak Verma and Yashasvi Jaiswal, especially how they perform in this T20 series.
What to you for this new look team are the most crucial bits to start identifying?
I mean, batting has to be very fearless. We've been talking about it. Even though we play very fearless cricket, very attacking cricket in the bilaterals, somehow we have seen in the ICC events, we take that safety approach and a little defensive approach. So I'm expecting them to come hard and play very attacking cricket. That's where the game is going. So I expect them to play in that fearless manner, no matter what happens. You still want to win, but that attacking brand of cricket we need to play no matter what.
You've already teed up the two names everyone's so excited about, Yashasvi Jaiswal and Tilak Varma, left-handers both. First, how likely are we to see both in the playing 11? And secondly, what is it that both of them qualitatively bring to the India T20 setup?
Well, they bring quality. They've come out because of their performances in the IPL, and not just this IPL, or Tilak Verma has done it for a couple of seasons. Yashasvi has done it for a year and a half. He's done it really well in this IPL. So obviously, Yashasvi Jaiswal bats top of the order, and that's where I think we need that attacking approach. And Tilak Verma is a flexible guy. That's the good thing about Tilak Verma. He can bat from 4 to 5, 6, 7. He can be a finisher also. We've seen him do that for Mumbai Indians. So they bring Tilak Verma brings that versatility, and he can bowl that off spin also. I mean, if needed, and India need somebody like that, the top order batsman to bowl a few overs, so we can have that sixth bowling option or seventh bowling option. Yashasvi Jaiswal, like I said, that fearless approach. So he's in top form. He's in amazing confidence he's carrying. So just expecting him to play like how he played in the IPL.
Yeah, and that bit you bring up about Tilak is the one bit that excites me the most, because how often have you and I been part of shows where we've spoken about how we miss those days when almost every India batter could bowl, and you've seen a generation where almost no batter bowls. So go well, Tilak Verma. If he does get a go, this will be refreshing to see batters bowling again. The other question on the batting front, two wicket keepers in the squad, the same as the ODI squad, Kishan versus Samson. That question comes up here too. Can India squeeze both into the playing 11? And if there's room only for one, who would you go for?
It's a tough one. I'll actually put both of them, to be honest, because this is their format. Not saying Ishan Kishan scored 350s in the recently concluded 50 over series, so he's in a very good form. And Sanju is very exciting, especially in this format. So if you can squeeze both of them, I would like to play both of them, to be honest.
All right. Taking a look at the pace mix, that is quite new and untested internationally, at least with the exception of Arshdeep, because you look at Avesh Khan, Mukesh Kumar, Umran Malik, who who would you like to see being given the first go presumably as Arshdeep's partners.
Yeah, I mean, Ashdeep is the number one. Avesh or Mukesh, I mean, you could go to anyone. So not too much to choose from. Mukesh has been around. He's been in the mix, so you could probably go with him. He's been part of the team setup. He's played the 50 over, so he can probably get the first go. And expecting Hardik Pandya to bowl also because he's such an important player. Uh, so yeah, I mean Mukesh probably for me and Arshdeep.
All right, and finally, spinners. You'd imagine Aksar is the lock in, being the only all round option, and that left arm spin he brings. But three wrist spinners in this squad to go with Aksar. Between Bishnoi, Kuldeep, and Chahal, with the assumption that there's room for one, who would you pick?
I mean, you would like to pick two, ideally, but because the thing that we said that the top order batters don't bowl, so if you pick both the spinners, the wrist spinners, then the batting finishes at seven. So in that case, probably I'll go with Kuldeep. You know, I I would like to play Yuzi, but I think it will be hard to pick Yuzi, especially considering the balance of the 11.
Let's look at West Indies. As you said, this is the format where you'd expect them to challenge the most, and they do have a full available roster of players. Holder's back, Pooran is back, Hetmeyer continues to be in the mix. Scan through that squad, and it does look dangerous. What do you think? Who do you think are their key players, and how much of a serious threat are you seeing them pose to India in this T20I series?
I think they'll pose serious threat. Nicholas Pooran obviously stands out, the kind of form that he was in MLC, uh, and he's a dangerous player. Kyle Mayer, Shimran Hetmeyer, Brandon King. So all these guys, I mean, they're hard hitters, and this is the format that suits them. So if it's a good pitch, they are in for a real good battle. So Nicholas Pooran probably stands out. He holds the key for the West Indies.
And as refreshing as it was to see them compete the way they did in the ODIs, you'd imagine T20s is the one format where they'd be raring to restore that recent heritage. Double T20 World Cup champions, but their last two World Cup campaigns were so disappointing in 2021 and 2022. Now that they're a year ahead of a World Cup at home, this is where West Indies really want to start lifting off again.
Yeah, I mean, it's an important campaign. They're playing at home and it's 10 months away. So they need to bring their best game and to start from against India. And like I said, they've got quality batters, three left-handers, Kyle Mayers, Nicholas Pooran, and then Shimran Hetmeyer. They are destructive players, and in franchise cricket, they are force. Rohman Powell is a dangerous player, so they've got the tools. They've got decent bowlers as well. It just making themselves available. Like I said, in the 50 over series, Nicholas Pooran and Jason Holder were made themselves unavailable. That's what you don't want to see. You want them to commit to West Indies cricket, and if they do that, West Indies cricket will uh, come out nicely. That's what you expect from them. Sometimes they just need to pick West Indies cricket ahead of one or two franchise leagues. And if they are available most of the time, I think West Indies cricket will, especially in this format, will come good.
I don't want to wrap this before you give me a scoreline.
I am going 4-1 to India.
4-1 to India. That I'm going to hold you to that. It's a series that will end quite quickly, 5 games in a matter of just about 10 days. So look forward to seeing how close you are to the mark. And Wasim Jaffer will be with us live on ESPN Cricinfo T20 Timeout. Be sure to join us right after the toss as we build up to this series opener on Thursday evening, just around 7:30 p.m. IST. See you then.